Hi, I'm Carly.
And I'm Rachel, and we are the owners of Braincode Centers. We wanted to touch on the neurofeedback process to give you a better understanding of what it is and how it works. One thing that makes your treatment at Braincode Centers unique is our focus on your experience. We have an entire treatment team working behind the scenes to make sure you get to the best results and have the best experience possible. We focus heavily on training our clinicians to not only be knowledgeable about neurofeedback, but to also care about your body and mind as a whole. This sometimes looks like a focus on sleep, nutrition, boundaries, exercise, personality type testing, and all sorts of other family or lifestyle coaching during your training time.
At Braincode Centers, the treatment process has 2 steps. First is the QEEG or brain map, and the second is the neurofeedback treatment. The brain map informs the neurofeedback treatment and gives our treatment team the ability to create a completely individualized treatment plan for you and your brain. Mental health is one of the only fields that does not measure the organ it's treating. We strongly believe this can miss the root of the issue. If you instead get a baseline of brain activity, you can have a much higher success rate, like we see in our centers all the time. Brain mapping, or QEEG, is a non-invasive procedure used to measure the electrical activity in the brain. This allows us to see the parts of the brain that are overfunctioning and the parts of the brain that are underfunctioning. We do this by placing an electrode cap on the head and filling each of the 19 sites with a gel that allows us to pick up the brainwave activity from the skull. This brainwave activity is then recorded and measured and compared to a normative database, represented using a visual of head maps that show the locations and types of abnormal activity that may be contributing to a client's symptoms. We use this map to create a treatment plan for neurofeedback training.
The neurofeedback is the second part of the process. Just like the brain mapping process, neurofeedback is also non-invasive and painless. Neurofeedback works by using a reward-based training system to change the electrical activity of the brain. Rather than the full cap, we place individual sensors on the client's head. These sensors monitor brainwave activity and send feedback to the client about that activity. There are different ways to receive this feedback. There may be a video, sound, tactile rewards, or a combination of the 3. These are known as the stimulus. The feedback only operates when the client's brainwaves are within the optimal range. The smooth operation of the video, sound, and vibrations acts as that reward for the brain. When the brain is not firing at its optimal rate, as determined by the computer software, the client will receive less of that feedback. The movie may pause or get smaller, the sound may decrease, and the vibrations may get softer. What this does is tells the brain something is out of balance, and it encourages it to make the change so it can return back to that smooth feedback. Over the course of the training sessions, the brain learns from this feedback and creates new habits. This allows for better self-regulation of the brain, resulting in improved symptoms.